Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you. So I've been taking these readings really slow, you guys. There's a lot of energy going through, you guys. A lot of karmic stuff, a lot of karmic contracts and stuff being broke. Towers, the Wheel of Fortune's been coming out a lot. There's a lot, you guys. So the decks I picked out are kind of focusing on it's been a lot about relationships. So we're going to go ahead and just start pulling cards for you guys. Let's see. Let's see here. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, protection, and unconditional love. I'm grateful for all known and unknown, seen and unseen divine energy guiding, allowing, and protecting us to receive these messages with an open heart and mind. I pray these messages of healing and protection reach those who need them and those who will embrace and express their own divine energy for the highest and most loving good as we walk on this path of love, healing, and redemption. May your healing light touch, taint, and transmute all darkness with understanding, acceptance, and faith in the holy light of love. Amen. Oh, okay, this looks like maybe a coming together. We're going to sit this up here and see. Let's see what's on the bottom. Well, actually, let's just shuffle. Oh, I had a feeling here. Okay. Let's see here. This. Okay. Nice. This is definitely Phoenix energy. Breaking away from something. Maybe a friendship, maybe a relationship. We'll get a little more on this. I'm going to pull these cards first, you guys. And then we'll read a bit more. Whoa. Let's give those another shuffle. Okay. Some kind of freedom here. Feeling free from something that has transformed you. Maybe it was a union, a friendship. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be away from the union or friendship, but there's definitely something here coming in, and where there was more people involved or a person involved, it's just kind of you being yourself and free now. The first card out was letting go, release, and it's a fall leaf, and this is befitting for the seasons. It's amazing how this always happens in the fall time, you guys. It fits the energy. But we also got a lot going on, you guys. All these eclipses, Pluto just went direct today. Tons and tons of energies, and with that Capricorn getting ready to leave and get into Aquarius, we've been feeling it, but it's just going to get more intense and it's going to stay that way for a while, I feel like. But especially for those relationships that were so it was just strong bonds, but like also almost feels like not being able to be individually yourself. Whoa, hold on. And then we got movement needed. So it's time to take some action on something here, you guys. And then we got endings. You are held. So it could be the ending of a cycle, the ending of maybe a friendship, maybe a union, maybe the ending of codependency or old patterns like that. This is saying to get moving, get your body moving, get your energy moving, not to stay stagnant or held in one place right now. I know I've been doing a lot of walking, you guys, and it's helping move the energy through me and just kind of let it just kind of go through and physically kind of release what I have no control over. There's a lot going on here. Like I said, a lot of will energy, a lot of and it's like really been a message, like it's really important right now we let these towers fall so that new foundations can be built in this new timeline. Okay, there's a whole new energy here where it's about being able to be more in alignment with your soul self, not your person. It's using your personality to get in alignment with your soul, with your spirit, with what you want to do. Not what you've been taught you should do, not what you've been told you are or who you should be, but really what's in alignment with your energy. So that's been a really strong message. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a couple of these shaman here. We got the Tree of Life, and it came out kind of sideways, so I might read both those definitions for that card, and that's under the letting go. Definitely some kind of feeling, and there's a feeling here of feeling vulnerable too, like kind of exposed for the world to see kind of thing, like a feeling of feeling vulnerable, but yet it's important to know that we all have flaws and scars and history, and to really accept like our own humanity, and it helps us accept others, you guys. So that's been a energy, you know, and some people aren't going down that path. You know, there's a feeling of non-acceptance and really strong judgments, and also a feeling of no self-reflection going through the air too. So keep that in mind as you are moving through this energy, that it is a time of self-reflection. It is a time to align with your energy, not what you've been told, with your heart, you know, with your soul, not what your taught, trained mind is telling you. It's what do you feel? And then we got the Arcadian Cross, and it did come out reverse, so we will read that under action endings. You are held. There has been a lot of support from the angelic realm and ancestors, and you know, this has been strong energy and maybe harder for some than others. But if you've been feeling this, then you may have already felt like this shift needing to happen or coming in and wasn't sure. This is definitely, and then we got the hummingbird on the bottom, you guys. That's nice. Okay, and then we got the soul retrieval endings. So it's, I really do, and I was feeling that, like it's the ending of feeling fragmented or split in two or divided with yourself, and getting alignment not only inside, but making everything outside, having everything line up outside. That's what's trying to happen here through this energy, you guys. So it's really been strong energy, but let's go ahead and read this letting go, and I'll just read this short. It's linked to the planet Uranus, which is like the tower, okay? Well, it's the energy. It has very unexpected shakeups, unexpected things where maybe you expected something and something completely different happens. This could go either way. This could be something that's happening in your life where you're like, maybe you're wanting to shake things up, or maybe you are getting shook up. And there's a need to like kind of start up from the ground up. And that's what your planet Uranus does. It's very transformative. It says the nature of change and adapting to unexpected events. So something kind of maybe unexpected here. Maybe actually, I'm getting a couple things. One, recognizing another part of yourself that's kind of opposite, because these girls' hair is going this different ways. And there's this red and blue. It's almost like fire and or green. It's like a fire and water energy. And it's almost like they're opposite. Their hair is, one's got her hair up, one's got it down, but yet they're like perfectly matched, but in opposite directions. It's feeling very like yin-yang-y kind of. It says, letting go is appropriate for you now. You are asked, why do you hold on so tight and so hard to something or someone who has had its time? Look at your hands. Are they clenched? Is your breath shallow and your body tight from trying so hard and persevering so long? You may have been trying to control or change something that wasn't meant to adapt to or be a part of this next stage of your life. Instead, look to yourself what is vibrantly right for you now. What feels right, not what you envision. You know, this has been a lot about expectations, you guys, and the way we kind of set ourselves up for like perfection, and there is no such thing as perfection. No perfect relationship, no perfect anything, you guys. We're perfectly imperfect. All these things that have happened in our lives teach us, grow us, and that is, and we learn perfectly through those things if you are open to learning and open to adapting also to these shifts and changes, and kind of and that is kind of a reflective, I'm feeling like that reflective feeling too. And it says right now, learn to be flexible, yielding, and able to let go. The time is now, right now and here. Letting go may also apply to a mindset, behaviors, or addictions. This has been a loud message, and the round of last readings came in saying, how do you handle conflict? How do you handle discomfort? Do you run? Do you use? Do you crutch? Do you numb? Do you get angry? Do you become belligerent? Do you shut down? What are your bodily and personality reactions to discomfort, especially when we're looking at parts of ourself that need to change, behaviors that need to change, mindsets that need to change, perceptions that need to change? It says, truly, anything that makes you feel heavy and troubled is not serving you. Your attention is brought to this now. And, you know, a lot of times we look at things that don't make us feel happy about ourselves or our lives, and immediately we want to escape the kind of the knowing of that we could, there can be changes made, there can be shifts. It's almost like, like, this has been energy, like, we want that short, like that fast, like gratification, initial gratification right away, instant gratification, instead of doing the work, because it's easier. But it really isn't easy. It isn't easy to turn your back on your own soul and like what it's trying to do. If it's trying to grow, or if it's trying to rise from a place, and a lot of us that are on this path have been through a lot. And if you're watching this, you've been through a lot. And it's time to transmute all of that and learn from all of that and turn it into something positive for yourself. It says, maybe you enjoyed or savored what you are now being asked to let go of. And this is true, like with the habits, the addictions, and the mindset. Sometimes they can feel really comforting and protective, and it can make you feel like less, like it helps numb you. It's temporary though, you guys. I've been through this. There is long-term gain if you do the long-term hard work. Not everybody's going to see it that way, but there is, and you are in a clear state of mind when you aren't using old behaviors and addictions, and you're changing your mindset about everything. You're changing your perception about everything. You're self-reflecting. You're looking at how you handle things, and it can shift your whole world. It shifts everything, and you can't go back to seeing it another way. So that's really powerful for the beginning of this reading. It says, maybe you've, it says, like the tree. That's interesting because it says, and then under that we got the tree of life, which I will read, but it says, like the tree that knows when a new season approaches, you are asked to prepare now for change that is coming. Nature is our best teacher. And I think that's what this also getting out and paying attention to signs, synchronicity, stuff in nature, how you feel when you're just by yourself and you have nothing to distract you or nothing to take you away from you. How are you? What is the dialogue you're having with yourself? And is it trained? Is it conditioned? Is it coming from a uneasy place, an uncomfortable place, or is it coming from a place of love and a bigger picture, or is it coming from like ego and personality? This is all stuff Spirit's really been coming in, the universe all working together to show us. It's really been a powerful energy, you guys. And it says, the leaves that fall from the tree know that this happens to protect the life force of the tree. I've been feeling this too. Like sometimes things fall away and it's for or you want to hold on to something that's just maybe not good for you. And that is how behaviors, mindsets, addictions, sometimes toxic relationships, people in our lives. It's like we got to step back and kind of protect our compassion, because if you and our self-preservation. So by doing stuff like drugs, alcohol, stuff like that, it's not helping us. It's not helping our growth. It's not helping us face our true natures and realities and the true lessons that are available for us to grow from and learn from. Instead, we want to reject that it is a lesson or that it is something we can learn from, because it's easier to not do the work, because if we learn something, then we might have to actually apply it to our lives. And that is a difficult thing for a lot of people. So, and this can go for people in your life, this can go for you, but I am getting that. It says, the leaves that die, the new buds can appear again in spring, and after the leaves have been fertilized back into the soil. So nothing is lost, nothing is wasted. It is nature's way, our way of recycling and renewing for the next period of growth. Let things go, let old behaviors go, let old mindsets go, let old toxicities go, so that we can have a fresh new start. It's always there in our roots, but it's new stuff's trying to grow. And if we don't release the old stuff, we can't grow the new stuff. But the old stuff helps fertilize our tree, fertilize our wisdom and our growth and all that great stuff, you guys. But it's not easy to change perceptions, mindsets, behaviors, addictions. This is all really tough stuff to get through. So it's really important to take that time in nature, maybe by yourself, just doing something really healthy for yourself, something that's nourishing to you and your soul, not just your personality or ego. And ego can be a good thing too, you guys. Our personalities can be a good thing if we use them. We let it work with our spirits. We let it work with our soul, with our heart. If we're not working with it, with our heart and our soul, we're not in alignment. And that's the truth. It says, know too that letting go can be gentle, like a soft breeze, answering your soul's calling to adapt and move on. Or it can be more forced, like a storm that appears that wasn't prepared for and seems needlessly harsh. Let it go with grace, gentleness. Do what you already know you have to do, but realize that you are not being asked to do it alone. Archangel Metatron is with you, supporting you. Also be aware of the bountiful gifts that await in your future when you choose this door so another one can open. Choosing this card may also apply if you're being carried by Archangel Metatron through a period of grief. So, and I was feeling that too. I wasn't going to say it, but you could have this could even be involving a loss of a loved one, and literally, like physically even. Just know that it says maybe you have lost a loved one, a person dear to you, or a pet. Maybe a change of circumstances left you bereft, a relationship breakup, or an empty nest. Know that angels are with you now, bringing comfort and watching over you from afar. Be brave, breathe deep, and let go of what no longer serves you today. So if there's behaviors or mindsets or addictions or toxic thought processes or perceptions or anything that's making you feel negative or heavy, it's time to release that, okay? It's really time to do this, you guys. It's coming in strong. Let's read this tree real quick under this, since we're here. And I'm going to read both these because it did come out sideways. So we got the invitation, which is to find health and balance in your life. Reflect on how you dance with your actions. This is what I'm feeling. Your thoughts and your feelings. How do you interact with yourself? How do you interact with emotion? How do you interact with your personality and your feelings? If you are too much in your thinking head or in a world of fantasies and daydreaming, connect more with your roots and physical body. If you are caught in the mechanical doing, this is the distractive energy I talk about quite a bit. And it's when we try to distract ourselves by staying busy or doing the physical stuff instead of doing the inner work. And that's something that's real, you guys. And that can be another form of escapism, addiction, instant gratification, but it's not really fixing the deep-rooted, it's not really helping to heal or look at anything deeper. It's just kind of filling in space with kind of something different than what's being asked to be looked at. And it says, it says, if you're feeling stuck or not able to imagine a better life for yourself, open yourself to be inspired by the heavens. Let your roots and branches be aligned with your heart's longing. Something that maybe you really want in your heart here to align, to come together. This is feeling very much so like, man, I want two parts of myself to come together. I want something to be together. But then there's this feeling here of choosing maybe to not honor your heart. That's just could be a cautionary message for somebody. But it says the medicine, which is what it would be if it was reversed. It says, what nutrients do you need to add to your soil to grow strong? The seed of the oak will not grow on barren ground or without the light of the sun. And that's interesting because with me, if you've been with my channel for a while, I think of the sun a lot as our outgoing personality, what we put out for the world to see, almost like the ego or the personality. It's like what's seen. The moon stuff's the stuff we don't see but we feel, and maybe we don't let others see, but we know it's there. And this is feeling like, if it's like something without sun, and that's telling me like sight, like clarity, becoming clear with yourself, seeing yourself maybe clearly. What dreams do you want to awaken to create a mindful destiny? Reflect on how you want to blossom, the kind of fruit you want to produce, and where you want to sow your new seeds. Be a conscious creator. Be very mindful of what you are working on creating and letting go right now. And if you let this go, what can you create that's better? Or, are you letting something go that is in alignment with your heart to focus on something that is a distraction or a behavior or a mindset or something like that? You're going to feel this, this is the kind of energy coming through that you feel, and you absolutely know what you need to do. There is for your soul's growth, and you also know what you need, like your ego or your personality or that dialogue you have with yourself will tell you what you need to do to protect yourself or to remain in alignment with what you've been taught or what you've been conditioned or what you believe to be true, but it may not align with what you feel to be true. That's another message coming through. So let's go to this action real quick. Okay. And it is supported by the energy of Mars. So Mars may be playing a significant part in your chart. I think Mars is it in Libra or did it switch? I'm going to have to check that. But, so you may have Libra in your chart. It may be interacting with your Uranus too right now. You might want to check out your chart. I have it posted in a couple other videos, but I may put a link to that just in case you're new here and you need to find your chart. But also I found a really cool app too. It's called Chani, C-H-A-N-I, and it gives you the basics. You can buy more. I'm not selling this for anybody or anything, you guys. It's just something I found the other day that I was like, oh, younger generations would like this more than like maybe going to Cafe Astrology or somewhere like that, like which is where I usually refer people to get their charts. But back in the day, we did it with the book, you guys, and compass and all the stuff. So it's come a long way, and it's really easy to find out your placements and your chart stuff. So just if you're really curious about it, and it's really just go look up the stuff. Go on a little journey with astrology. It's super awesome. And it has everything to do with the energies we're feeling. It has everything to do with even the cards that are coming out, you guys, like, and we're feeling it. It's just sometimes we don't want to acknowledge that all this is connected. But it's good to know that it is connected, because then you can be more conscious, a conscious creator, and use these energies to grow and to learn and to expand, and not stay stuck in like old cycles, old ways, stuff like that. So it says, a runner, here we go. Don't put off any longer what you wish to do. There could be something you're really wishing to either bring together or even step away from. Or even go on a little like soul searching or something, or there's something here. We're going to get to that Andean cross, and this is pretty spiritual energy here. And Sagittarius is the house of religion. Let me get my little note here just so I don't philosophy, foreign travel, religion, laws and ethics, higher education, experience through expansion. Experience through expansion. To expand through the experience, through the living, through the being, okay? It says to succeed is also to fail. A baby has to fall many times before it learns to walk. And so too must you be prepared for a path that may not always be smooth, but always has an assured positive outcome. This is where trust in the process comes in, you guys. And I can't stress that enough, because it's really hard to trust these processes, and we want to take over and we want to control stuff and we want to create the outcome. And the only way we're going to get, okay, so if you want a good outcome, you stay good in yourself. You stay good in yourself, in your heart. You align with your heart and good things will come. Or you don't, and you'll get all the other stuff that you'll find isn't satisfying your soul, or isn't satisfying your essence, your energy. So it says it says, as long as a commitment and dedication are observed. So you have to know what you're committed to. And that was kind of this whole focus on this tree of life too. It's like, focus in on what the seeds you want to grow, and what you're trying to, the fruit you're trying to grow here. Really be mindful of your creative process right now, energetically, you guys. A runner running a race has put in many hours of training, focus, and life changes to pass the winning post. It all started with one step forward and kept on going. Be not afraid of setting your goals high and of dreaming big, and to striving to be the best you can be. And that's another thing with this energy. It's like, it's spiritual energy. It's God energy. It's like, wants us to be the best we can be, so that other people can see it's okay to change. It's okay to grow. You don't have to be perfect to become better. You just have to take life and learn from it, and embrace the process of this inner expansion that becomes outer manifestation, or outer reality. So that is really a powerful message. It says, shift your stance and your mental attitude and your physical body into new experiences, new territory. Where am I here? Meet people you are meant to meet, the situations you are to encounter, and support that undoubtedly follow. You may have drawn this card because you're feeling stagnant, blocked, or unsure. If so, the guidance is to act, move, and create forward momentum. To really put yourself into what you want, what you're trying to grow, what you're trying to sustain, grow. There's a creative energy here. Keep your eyes set firmly on the horizon. Keep a clear head and a cool mind. And that clear head comes with not the clear mind, the releasing the toxic mindsets, behaviors, addictions, anything like that, to really, really have a clear channel with spirit and the universe, so you can really put all of your energy into what you're doing, and what you want to happen in your life. This is strong manifestation energy I'm getting. It says, keep a clear head and a cool mind, and feel the surge of energy as you create that movement and action around you. Others respond to this proactive energy of positivity and flow forward as well. And that's what I was saying. We can't control how others are handling the energies they're going through or dealing with, but we can embrace our own shifts, our own changes, our own expansion, our own love, our own focus, our own clear mind, and kind of let people see that's what we're doing. And it's okay to do that. And actually, it'll leave you a lot more in alignment and stable, even though you will have those times, maybe if it's an upsetting energy, or you'll have times when it's like, man, I wish I could change all this, like this person, that person, the situation, and you just can't. You just got to keep working on yourself, guys. And then it just shines. It just radiates through. People see that. They may not always admit they see that. They may not always say they see that, but they do see it. Trust that. It says, sometimes Archangel Metatron will sometimes push you and will sometimes encourage you, and at other times will stand back to see if you can keep going under your own steam, but he will never abandon you. So you may be either feeling pushed right now to make some changes and shifts in some of these, it could be behaviors, mindsets, toxicities in your life, things like that, to really rise up out of the muck here. If you're coming out of that muck, it's coming in with that fire, coming in with that passion, coming in with that transformation, okay? Whew. It says to be active also means to be healthy. I'm getting this big time with your guys' reading. Stay healthy, get fresh air, eat well. Don't put toxins in your body as things are trying to be released right now. And we cannot release old mindsets and behaviors doing old toxic things that keep our mind trapped in addiction or trapped in unhealthy cycles that we can't see are unhealthy as long as we're numbing or avoiding looking at them. Okay, so that's coming through really harsh and strong, but it's the truth, you guys. And it says, but it all starts with movement and often steps away from the comfort zone into uncharted areas. So if you're comfortable in that personality and that certain behavior or that certain dynamic, it's saying, do something a little different here. What's usually comfortable for you? It's saying maybe, if say you always are, say you're the person who's always talking and always trying to fix things or whatever, it's saying don't. If you're the one that's maybe, and I've been getting that too, like running and chasing, and it's saying do the other thing, do something different. If you're constantly in your head, get in your heart. If you're constantly in your feelings, think about it. Think about the stuff. Logically, if you're always in the mind, there needs to be a balance here. Something's trying to balance out here. It says visualize and imagine his light alongside you, helping you strive for more, to be the best shape and to achieve all you came here to do. And I have been working myself on, and I have a Sagittarius IC, so it's like deep rooted stuff. But it's very like, it's adventurous. It doesn't really like Sagittarius energy. I don't feel like loves to root. I think it's more of it's traveling. It's, that kind of energy, adventure. I get a lot of that from that inner Sagittarius energy. And it's just really that, I feel like that kind of gypsy energy, and you may really take that on in your real life, like constantly like running to this or that instead of like rooting yourself. And it's saying to kind of step out of the comfort zone if that's, if it's in alignment with you, and don't do anything that's not in alignment with you by all means. But it does start with movement. And you move, you walk, you run, you play, you create, and you live. It's why you're here, and do it today. So if you're just sitting there stagnant, saying, get out. I know I've been doing a lot of this, just walking. And, it's like, man, this is a lot, a lot of energy, you guys. So I'm not going to, there's no need to sugarcoat it. It's here for a reason, and it's shifting and transforming a lot within a lot of people and a lot of dynamics right now. So it's a good thing. So let's read this Andean cross, which is right under this action, which is what I just read about getting up, moving. And it says the time has passed and the window of opportunity closed. Now is not the moment to take that leap you've been over preparing for. It's best to wait until conditions in heaven line up again to offer you a more propitious moment. Any bold action you take now will require tremendous effort on your part. There was another reading where it was like, oh, this is going to be easy. And I don't know if it was a different sign, but it felt like last week. And I got like a month ago or so, it was like the like 11th hour kind of energy. And it was like, now we're kind of, it's going to be harder. And it's like, do it now. And it's like, whether this was like, verbalizing some emotions in a caring, loving way, having grace about a situation, maybe forgiving a situation, maybe movement or a shift in jobs, relationships, whatever it was like there was a feeling of needing to step up to the plate like a month ago, and there was like a burst of energy to like really speak and embrace and kind of try to make happen what you really truly wanted to happen in your heart. And then the last round of readings was very this in between. Now you're in the middle. Like there was, I don't know, it just feels like there's this energy that's just trying to get that authenticity out. And if you don't do that, you're kind of stuck in like an old cycle, an old timeline, an old thought process, an old behavior, instead of just like, and I know there was a good planetary lineup to give up like addictions and stuff. I even tried giving up vaping. I do vape, but I have cut down a lot, and walking actually has helped a lot. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I didn't do it. I didn't give it completely up. So, and you can't beat up on yourself if it's stuff you were like, yes, I'm going to do this. And then like, you just got to keep going, and there will be, that window will open up again for you. It's just right now it's time to kind of reflect on, what's what's happening inside, because it's, even though this says movement, I think this is more about taking care of yourself, not so much moving towards something or anything. It's really going within and really kind of doing inner cleansing. And that's what I am getting. It says oh, it would require more effort on your part. Just as important as knowing when to act is knowing when to return to your inner stillness and wait for more favorable times. So there could be something you were like, oh, I'm going to do that, or I'm going to do this, I'm ready to do this, or I'm ready to say this, or I'm ready to embrace this, or I'm ready to forgive this, or I'm ready to quit this addiction, or I'm ready to call that person, or I'm ready to start this new job, or whatever it is. And maybe it didn't happen. And this could just be for some people, but it's saying, opportunities constantly open up for us. But right now it's time to go to the inner stillness and really reflect on maybe some of those big reasons why you didn't, or, like why you didn't trust, like, your heart or your guidance, maybe something like that. With the Indian cross, I always get like that guidance energy, and it's about starting that new journey, starting that fresh start. And it's like, maybe you didn't start a fresh start that you wanted to start, and now you're like, but now is really, there's a lot going on, and maybe now is not the time to like start fresh, but it is a time to go within and self-reflect. I am getting that. So let's look at this endings here. 45 here. You are held. It's about an ending for you now. Yes. It says when you need a clean break from the past or whatever no longer serves you. This is going back to those behaviors, those patterns, those addictions, stuff like that. It's time to release the past. It's time to end something here that is, it's draining your energy. It's, if you have nothing left to give, and this is where the self-reflection needs to come in, because if you do, it's saying go inside and decide what you can give or what you can't. And then it says now you can face an ending in your life path to freedom. Yes, it feels daunting and uncharted territory about which you have no understanding. It feels safer to stay with what you know. This could be an ending on anything, you guys. So, if I'm not here to be the bearer of bad news, but if you're ending a relationship or something, it's saying, this is about entering new territory. It may feel safer to stay where you're at. And this could be mentally, physically, emotionally, any of those things. Spiritually, there's a shift trying to happen here. Trying to move you into new energy, trying to move you into a new cycle, trying to move you into the present moment here with yourself and all of it. This is Metatron asked you to look again to see whether this ending is your choice or whether it has been thrust upon you. And this is where that self-reflection comes into. It's like, am I choosing this, or is this energy around me choosing this? And that's when we have to look and go, have I put the effort towards this, or have I not released something that I needed to release so new things could grow? Or have I kept hold of an old behavior, an old perception, an old addiction, something that is not helping me move forward? And now is the universe just taking it because I didn't do, maybe I missed that window of opportunity, and now it's just feels gone. But I will say there's always hope in everything, you guys. So, and it's hard to, and it doesn't have to be like the same thing. It could just be a better situation. But it says, you may have, the energy has shifted and moved on, and so must you. There was an opportunity, it feels like, maybe to say something, to show something, to express something, to move, to really move in spirit into more alignment, and you may have missed it. You may have missed the opportunity to become in more alignment. Maybe you didn't do the self-reflecting. Maybe you didn't quit the thing. Maybe you went back on, maybe you were working on something and went back on an old mindset or an old behavior or something like that. It just feels like there was kind of a missed opportunity here. But it says there's no real way back anymore. It may have to do with any area of life: relationships, job, residence, health, and life stage. So there could have been some health things that you maybe you did take care of it. But it's this, for whoever this is resonating for, it doesn't feel like, it feels like Spirit's coming in saying now's the time to go within and decide why you didn't, and kind of self-reflect on what you really want here. Do you want health? Do you want a good relationship? Do you want the job? What life stage are you in? Looking at that, looking at where your planets are at, because that's kind of coming in really strong too. What's affecting you right now, and what are you letting affect your choices and behaviors, and are you taking control over what you want with your heart, or letting everything else kind of take control over you, like rule you? Like any addiction, mindsets, even energies that you're not maybe aware that are influencing you, and you may be resisting some things, and that could be in your chart playing out too. You know, there's just so much when you get into that, but that's a whole nother video, you guys. But it does say, put aside doubts and fears. It is understandable that they really feel real to you now, like blessings in disguise. So there might be something here that you feel is like not a blessing, but there's a blessing in disguise here. And it may not feel like it, but you will grow from it and you will learn from it. And ultimately it will make you stronger. So put aside those doubts and fears, because this is real shift and change happening, real transformation happening. We have that Phoenix energy here too. It's feeling like something getting burned away in the self that's going to make you more balanced, more strong, more, you know, in alignment. It says, it's understandable they feel real to you now, the doubts and the fears, but they are only illusion, keeping you imprisoned in that space. If you feel like stuck or imprisoned or like you can't move forward, it says it's just an illusion there, and it makes you feel like you have no compass forward, but you do. It's your heart, it's your soul, and it's the interaction between the personality and your center, you guys, source, God, universe, whatever. It says, walk the bridge, and you do so much with Metatron at your side, the sunset in the evening sky, telling you that day is closing and evening beckons. It is time. There will be a new day, and after darkness, sun will come back up again. This is an eternal divine promise to you. Enter the waters of change, and life, like a life float, all the support of angelic realm will keep you buoyant and flowing to where you need to go next. Endings are necessary, and that's this time for release too, with things needing to fall away so new things can grow. Otherwise, life cannot bring in the new. Nature understands this. Then we go back to that, and this is a different card, but it's like, yeah, it's like you need to understand that in order for something new to grow, something's got to go. Whether this could be to do with you, this could be to do with a situation, a job, relationships, or just behaviors, mindsets. You're going to have to go within and decide what it is. But it says nature understands this, and you know that for now an ending is needed, but the new beginning will follow. Be like the birds in the sky who know when the season has changed and migration to a different place is needed. And this doesn't have to necessarily mean moving, you guys. It can mean that, but it also can mean a new place in your mind, a new perspective, a new way of handling conflict, a new way of handling thoughts, a new pathway through your brain. That's, you know, I talk about that a lot too, how we create these new pathways of handling ourselves, our emotions, our discomfort, our feeling rejected, stuff like that, like where you used to go seek it elsewhere. Now you find it within yourself, and you find your value, and you don't, you know, there's tons that goes with this energy. You can make things worse, you can make things better. That's is in your control. We don't learn that till we've made things a lot worse a lot of the times, but it's a valuable lesson to learn. That's probably it's very valuable. It says, but the new beginning will follow. It says, this is the way of all, and you are urged to look at what is ending in your life now and fly free to the next opportunity or life stage that is offered. All is well. So really releasing something here. Let's look at this hummingbird that was on the, soul retrieval first, you guys. Okay, soul retrieval 45. I love this. It says, the seer invites you to trust your intuition. Something is trying to speak to you about something you need to release right now. It could be anything, you guys. It could be internal. I am getting that strongly. Like it could be a mindset. It could be a behavior. It could even be an addiction or something. That's been an energy in the air, you guys. I've been really guided to talk about it, even my own situation a little more. But there's something that's definitely telling you to trust like your highest self right now. And follow it as it leads you forward. You may feel lost when it appears that your hunch is taking you in circles, or even through a maze, but the hidden realms don't follow the rules on a two-dimensional map. Trust your gut and allow your perception of your circumstances to widen, to include the nuances and subtle clues that you normally miss if you take things at face value. The seer has gifted you with this magic. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, and your vision is clear. So there's something here where you are being supported and guided to see something clearly here, and it's beyond what you normally would instantly see. And that could be said as stepping out of your perception comfort zone, you know, something maybe you shifting in what you're seeing. And it says, trust your perception in your gut of your circumstances and widen your view of them to include the nuances and subtle cues that you normally miss if you take things at face value. So there's undertones here. There's things that are trying to come through for you, trying to speak to you through your intuition. Let's read that hummingbird real quick. 26 here. The buzzing you feel is the sound of your hummingbird wings, preparing you to say yes to a new adventure. This is not the time to linger on about what has gone wrong, but to trust in the rightness of the moment and take bold action. Now, we did have this, like, oh, you missed an opportunity, but there's maybe an old opportunity, but there's something new. There's a new day, a new dawn. That's what I'm getting. It's like, now it's time to, don't beat yourself up about, oh, I was going to quit this, or I would start doing something new today. Shift it today. This is not a time to linger on what has gone wrong, but to trust in the rightness of the moment and take bold action. Trust that success is assured, even if you must face tests and challenges to reach your destination. Those tests and challenges can be to our personality, can be to our conditioning, can be to our deep-rooted, like ancestral, like stuff that we're trying to heal and release. Know that all will be well, because the all is in the small. So making those even small moves that are big moves, So let's go ahead and get a couple of these over this. Okay, so let's go with this. Letting go, time for release, and tree of life here. Okay, we got that 10 of Pentacles, It says, I celebrate everything I achieve. So, and this is Pentacles. So, and I was feeling that, like, this could be something really deep-seated that you need to release. It could be, I always, with the 10 of Pentacles, get like, it's always like the family passing down the legacies and the heirlooms and stuff. They also pass down to us genetic stuff. They also pass down to us energetic stuff. I was feeling that 10 of Wands also, that carrying those spiritual burdens, and this carrying this idea of what is success. I am feeling that, like, what do you view as success? That's coming through. Look at that too, and celebrate everything you've achieved, because there is some success, maybe in the material, definitely in the material world, but it's asking you to kind of get to those roots too, and maybe let go of something inside. Maybe it is a way you think about something physical being more valuable or worth more of your time than maybe going within and doing that. That could be another message with this. I am getting that. So don't apply it if it isn't applicable to you. But I'm just giving you guys the messages. All right, let's see what this one says under this action. 10 of Wands, I was feeling it, you guys. 10, 10. This is an end of a cycle, big time, you guys. It's time to end something here, end some cycle here. That 10 of Wands, I love and care for myself first, and it's under that movement needed, taking care of your body. This could very well be about addiction, you guys. I am getting that strongly. So if there is any kind of crutch or something you're crutching on or using to escape, releasing something, and something, it feels deep-seated. Like I said, it's time to take care of yourself. It's time to celebrate what you've already achieved, not look back at the past and say, oh, I didn't get nothing from that, or I didn't learn none. Take away everything that's good that's come from it. But this is at the 10 of Wands. Let's get this endings and this soul retrieval here, Spirit. Well, let's give this another. I knew I was feeling that 10 of Wands. 10, 10. Well, those two kind of want to come out, but we'll just look at them for the affirmations, if anything. Oh, and then we got the Sun, you guys. With that soul retrieval, it's going in. There's something here just really asking you to go within, self-reflect, look at the other part of you, bring it together. There's something that needs some attention here. On the bottom, that Ace of Cups, this opportunity for a whole new emotional beginning in your life. Replenishing your cup of love, your cup of soul. That Sun, it says, I am optimistic and I appreciate all I have. This saying gratitude. Be grateful for everything you've gained, you've learned. You take care of yourself right now. 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, you guys. So this is what fell out. And it says, I give and receive for universal good. So this is also about intention and why you're giving to something. That's also about not having really expectations. When you do give to something, it's about really doing it from a place that's truly trying to help the bigger picture. And then the Knight of Swords, I choose my battles carefully. I'm not fighting over, that's what I'm getting. It's like not fighting over the kind of the, look at the small stuff. There's something, and the Knight of Swords is also, to me, it's action in the mind. It is pathways through the mind. The Swords is the air, and it's about repathing how you choose your battles and what kind of obstacles. And this seems to be maybe an obstacle here with the 6 of Pentacles. This reciprocation, equal give and take, receiving and giving for the bigger picture, not the personality, but for the highest self. Maybe doing something that feels it may go against like your normal pathway or your normal mindset, but it's saying to step out of your comfort zone and get in a different frame of mind here. I am getting that. So let's go ahead and get one of these here. Whoop. And we got Witness of Beauty. I love that. And on the bottom, Commitment. This could be about something you want to be committed to or are committed to or need to give and receive with the Six of Pentacles energy. Maybe open up a pathway to do that in your mind. There's a lot here. And that can also deal with if anything's blocking your mind, whether this is old stories, old conditions, behaviors, addictions, stuff like that. You need that Knight of Pentacles to go through those mental obstacles and how we handle mental obstacles. Let's get one of these real quick. We got the Teacher. This is like the Hierophant energy, you guys. This is a spiritual lesson. There's something here spiritually you're to be learning and gaining insight from. There's something here trying to teach you something here about it's a mentor, wise educator, and divine guidance and higher self. Your highest self is trying to teach you something here. You're being asked to listen, being asked to clear your mind, take care of your body so you can be an open, receiving vessel, an empty vessel getting ready to get filled with spirit, with this. And then under that is the King of Pentacles. I am sure of my place in the world. And then, yes, this is so nice. I welcome new love and trust what it brings. I love that. Okay, Witness of Beauty. Let's read that here. Witness of Beauty. Noises, voices, words, scenes. This incessant mind does not stop. I was feeling that with this. There's a lot of busyness going on, and it's like time to calm down, still yourself, and go within. Hey, wait a second. I am here. I'm right here. That's the actually, it's the big self. The highest self is there. Source is there within. Within all the noise, within all the voices, within all the scenes. Sitting there, watching, saying, hey, I'm right here. Listen to me. Something saying, listen to me, listen to me. And you may be either ignoring it or maybe trying to numb it out or maybe not honoring that part of yourself with this being a spiritual lesson. With the Teacher here, there's something here really guiding you in a direction here to listen. It says, it is only me who can govern myself. I was getting that, like, even like telling yourself or allowing other things to take control over what you want for your heart. It could be conditioning, it could be behaviors, it could be addictions, anything. I can repeat that all day, you guys, because it's here. And it says, it is only me who can govern myself. I am sovereign and free. I revoke the power that I have given to outside authorities. I take back my excess power that I have given to my own mind. It's like the mind's getting the best of something here. Something you may want, something you may want to be committed to, something you may want to begin, a new commitment. It could be just really taking care of yourself, honoring some kind of new phase or new cycle that's trying to happen here in your life as far as your emotions and your psyche go. That's what the cups, that's what the water is, guys. It says, no one nor anything can take away my energy. I am connected to the source. And this does feel like connecting to source in a very strong way. I embrace my presence to feel the connection. I am witness to the beauty of this world. And I'm getting that, you can see the beauty. It's changing that perception. It's seeing the beauty in the lessons, in the in-betweens, and it said being grateful for all of it, you guys. I am optimistic and appreciate all I have. I love and care for myself first, and I celebrate everything I have achieved. And when you can celebrate everything you've achieved, you can celebrate others too, and their achievements. The word for this card is present. And I was feeling that earlier. I think I said it, but it was like Spirit trying to pull you into the present and take you out of maybe past, because this is 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. These are completed cycles. It's like you just need to listen to what that, allow your mind to process something differently here. It says, I am presence. I am my true nature beyond name or form. I am present in my chest, in my body, in my whole being. Yes, I'm present with my whole self. Wholeness. Feeling whole. All right, let's go ahead and get, I do want to read at least, let's see, the short little thing of these cards. These cards don't really match up to the images, but we might get a little more here with that. Yeah, fragmented. It's like that soul retrieval. It's feeling split in two. I'm getting that. It says, It says, not only will my love light shine again, but it will be through a stained glass window, reflection of myself. What are you seeing? What's being reflected back at you? There's something here trying to bring in some clarity and some truth to you through a spiritual lesson, maybe in something that's you're seeing reflected back to you in your life. Something beautiful will be made of all the pieces. This is beautiful. Are you looking for yourself is the question. It's time to gather the little pieces of you and cradle them with care, and you'll start to feel whole again. I love that. I'm not going to read the whole thing, you guys, because these are really, it says you can take your beautiful soul to its place of happiness. You are magnificent. All by yourself, and also having gone through these experiences helps make you stronger. And that was saying, you know, all this is making you stronger. And I feel like it has a lot of value to make your spirit, like spiritually stronger. Let's go ahead and just look at this 33 too real quick. I definitely like intuitively reading this deck better, but it does have a lot. It says the gift. Something feeling gone, and that moment, that space, wrap it up and ship it far away, anywhere other than in your heart. There's something here that's meant to not, it's like it needs left. It needs left, and you need to ship it away, far away. It says you realize this space and this time in your life. So, you know, this even includes going back to the past, maybe saying, oh, I wish I could have that again, or oh, I missed that opportunity, or whatever. It's about really living in the now, in the present. Like that other card, the key word was presence. I am presence, and I'm creating right now. And you can create anything you want, you guys. So it's really powerful energy. If you're feeling weak or nostalgic, try to remember why the relationships took falls. Pull strength from reflecting on hardships and troubles. Be honest and truthful with yourself. And it might help to write it down on paper. Okay, there's a, let's see here. I'm trying to find. When you make a conscious choice to leave the negative out of your world, things will start to align and come together for you in your new place of existence. Believe it absolutely works. So this is about leaving something negative. You know, like I said, this could be a multitude of things, you guys, and you'll know what it is, where it is, etc. Let's go ahead and get, this is going to be just a little long, you guys, but this energy, and I have been taking my time between these readings because I need time to replenish my energy and ground myself and go through all this energy I'm going through too. So what do we got here? We got the tapas. Let's read that. 93. And these have involved a little inner work, and a little inner reflection, and nothing wrong with that. It says you've gotten where you are because of discipline, tapas, and this will continue to take you where you need to go. While discipline sounds like a heavy word, it's really just committing. And that was in another card too, you guys. It's committing to becoming the highest version of yourself. The next envelopment will require refinement of your inner strength, refining something deep, deep in, you guys. You are undergoing a deep transformation, stepping outside of your comfort zone, gaining strength, and moving through fear. Yeah, there may be something here you're even avoiding because of fear or some kind of, it's really getting out of your comfort zone here. What practices have I committed to? What practices do I still need to commit to? Is my daily routine serving me? How can I improve it? Where do I need to set boundaries in my life and further align with my truth? Am I showing up for myself the way I should for a friend or a child? And that's some of the questions you can contemplate, you guys. Let's go ahead and get, I'm going to write this one, 31. Oh. Rise up, watch me soar, watch me fly with broken wings. Rise against insurmountable odds, a stronger me. This Phoenix is exactly what it is. It's transitioning through pain, can leave us feeling overwhelmed and hopeless. We may wonder how we can function normally on particular days. This can create a mindset that we are weak, and we become more trapped, more fearful, and we need to break free from these feelings, these mindsets. What's stifling your ability to fly? Is it and I get this with the whole broken wing energy too. It's like sometimes when we feel like something's broke, it can't fly or it can't be good. It can't do what it's supposed to do. It's now not as valuable as it was with a not broken wing, but that's just not true, you guys. You'll learn to do things differently. When one thing doesn't work or one way doesn't work, or say you just don't have something that you need you find another way to what you want. It's not always going to be an easy path from A to B. You know, there's so many different paths and so many different ways we can get closer to ourselves, closer to source, and closer to being in alignment. And it doesn't have to be one way or the highway. And that's been an important message. And just because we've been knocked down, broken, hurt, doesn't mean we can't be in the moment and utilize and use all of this valuable experience to expand us inside and outside. The smallest ember can ignite the brightest flame. We can rise up out of the fire refined. And there it is again, this refinement, a better version of ourselves. It's going within, refining something here, getting down to like the fine details of like who you are, what you want, and reflecting on like what you need to leave behind, what you want to start building now. This is an end of a cycle. All these tens, you guys, and this fall energy and this, you're being held. It might feel like a part of, you know, I know it feels like a part of you might even be like dying or leaving yourself, like, but it's good and it's meant to go. If this is an old habit or an old thought process or an old way you viewed yourself or your life or your relationship or your job, it's leaving for a reason so that you can have a new view of your life, your world, and how you fit into it. It's time to spread your wings. I love that. Okay, you guys, let's get a Cali card and then I'll close up this message. Really strong energies though coming through, you guys, and these have been really there it is. Okay. Ooh, we got, oh, he's holding a bow and arrow too. That's perfect for that Sagittarius energy too. It says, Artha of Kali, you are forging your authentic path. In support of that, you shall attract great blessings that will benefit all beings. To live a spiritually and creatively self-directed life takes incredible strength and trust in yourself. Remember that the promise of your sacred success is being fulfilled through every challenge and every blessing. Trust in what you were born to accomplish. Nice. That's really nice energy, you guys. This is big energy really coming in. Man, there's so much going on. It's just so much, you guys. I can't even, it's powerful. Powerful shifts, powerful changes. And it's happening really, actually, it feels quite quickly. It does. It feels towery. It feels like sudden, you know? But there's also like this deep-seated kind of knowing. It's like, it's not stuff that we haven't known needs to change or boundaries we've needed to set or, you know, some ways maybe we interact with ourselves or others that we know is unhealthy, and that we need to change. We need to shift. We need to grow. So you guys, that is your message, and I hope it helped. And as always, I appreciate you guys coming, watching your reading, and sticking by these videos. I know they're long, but this energy totally deserves it. So all the energies deserve it. But this has been some intense energy, you guys. Definitely feeling it. So I hope this video finds you well, you guys. And as always, thank you, and I'll talk to you later.